Hey guys, what's up? This is a collaboration with 17 Magic Kid. If you haven't checked him out, click the link right here. It'll take him right to you, or click the link right down there in the description. He is doing the performance and I'm doing the tutorial, so if you haven't seen the performance yet, I suggest you do. It's a good performance of a very good trick I use a lot, and it is very fun and it's very effective. Alright? Click the link right there to go check out his performance. Click the link right here to go check out his channel and subscribe. Alright? So for this trick, there is no setup. Okay? Hopefully you saw the performance and you know what I'm talking about. The spectator can mix the deck as much as they want, as many times as they want. It does not matter. Alright? And so what you do is, you say you're going to pick out 2 predictions. And now what you do is this secret part. Hold on, let me take the jokers out. And what you need to do is you need to go through the deck and act like you're looking through and looking at all the cards. But what you really need to do is take a look at the 2 top cards right here. The 2 top cards are the 8 of Spades and the King of Spades. For this trick, this is a good example. If they're 2 of the same suit, if they're the same suit, you have to mix up the deck a little more, or if you're doing a video, restart the video, because that messes it up. So you need 2 cards that are the different suits. Alright, so let's go through again. Right here, 5 of Spades and the 6 of Diamonds. Alright? 5 of Spades and the 6 of Diamonds. And when you look at them, what you want to do is you want to find 2 opposite cards. So say the 6 of Diamonds, you want to find the 6 of Spades, because that's a diamond, that's a 6, and that's a spade. 6 of Spades. And you get it with the other one, 5 of Diamonds, because that's a 5 and a diamond. So you want to look for the 6 of Spades and 5 of Diamonds. You just switch them up. Alright? You switch them. Okay? So when you look for that, mine is the 5 of Diamonds and the 6 of Spades. So let's look for those. 5 of Diamonds right here. And if you're doing a video or you're doing it for somebody, you want to have your hands tilted up like this so you can't see it. Alright? So let's look for the 6 of Spades right here. Got these 2. And what 17 Magic Kid did in his performance, he told me about this. So when I was doing this trick, he told me about another way you could perform it, which is the way he did on that performance, which I thought was actually pretty clever if you mess up. So the reason what he did was, if it happened to be 2 of the same values, because you already have your predictions right there if you use the same values. What he did was, say he had the 2 queens, the Queen of Clubs and Queen of Spades. What he did is he had the 2 predictions and he took out the other 2 queens. So he took out, say, the Queen of Diamonds and Queen of Hearts, and those were his predictions. The trick is, I'm showing you the original part of the trick, and that's the only thing different. You do everything else the exact same way. Alright? So it's very fun. You'll see how easy it is. Alright, so you have your 2 predictions. In this case, these 2 cards I'm using are different. The 6 of Diamonds and 5 of Spades. So I switched them and got my 2 predictions. The 5 of Diamonds and 6 of Spades. Okay? Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Sorry if I did. So you take your 2 predictions and you put them off to the side. You can have the person put their hand on them. You can put a deck of cards on them. Anything to assure that you do not touch them. Now what you want to do is you give them to the spectator. They pick them up. And you want them to deal them down one at a time. In the performance he said deal down from the middle, but you say that after they deal down these 2 cards, the cards that you want them to pretty much force them, these 2 cards, okay? So what you want to do is, first you just want to say deal down the cards 1 pile, 1 at a time, alright? And they'll say okay. So as they deal down, you want to count 1, 2, right after the second card. After the second or third card, you can say, and I forgot to mention, you can also deal from the middle, the bottom, and the top, anywhere you want, until you feel comfortable. So they'll go wacko, thinking that they're really mixing it up, and they'll stop, say right here. Now that's what gets them. That's the part that gets them. As they deal down, you say you can deal it from the middle, top, bottom, and they'll really think, okay, it's going to make the trick a lot more effective. Now, if you look at the bottom, your two predictions are right there. The 6 of diamonds and the 5 of spades. And that's what happens is, as you want them to deal down 2 piles. And the 2 piles could be anywhere like this. But the thing is they don't know is the 2 predictions at the bottom are going to end up at the top of these 2 anyway. Let me show you. I'm going to put them face up to give you a better example. Alright, so they're face up other than the other deck as they're dealing it down. No matter what they do, they're just dealing it down. These 2 will always be the top 2. And then that's their force. So these are flipped over. And you say take these top 2. And what you want to do is you want to recap and say, okay, you agree that was completely random. They'll agree. They'll agree that, say you agree, you mixed up the cards at the beginning and I chose 2 random predictions. They say, yes. So you say, okay, let's look at your 2 predictions. Can you flip over your 2 cards? They flip over their 2 cards. And you say, that's actually pretty interesting because if you look at my first prediction, it's a 6. But not just random 6, but a 6 of spades. And they'll see it has relation to these 2 cards. And they'll be like, oh, that was weird. They'll think it's a lucky prediction. Then you say, but wait a second, I still have 1 more card. Then you build suspense, and you say, most of the time I get this wrong a lot, but this isn't one of those times. And you lay that card down, and they will flip out. One of my friends, I've showed this to them all the time. I think I'm supposed to show a trick to them more than once, but they cannot figure this out no matter how hard they try, because it requires no sleight of hand. It is perfect for beginner card tricks, mentalism tricks. It's really fun. And let me show you real quick what would happen if you had 2 of the same card. Alright, you would take it to 2 queens. Say these 2 queens. At the top, you would go through. You would take them. Take 1 queen, you put it right there. And you out jog it. Like that. And then you'd look for the 2nd queen. Where is it? Oh, there it is. The Queen of Hearts. And you lay them down. Be sure to keep it tilted to where the spectators can't see. Alright, so this is what would happen. It's the exact same way. You have it right here. They deal down as many as they want after the 2 top cards, which is the matches to the 2 predictions. You say deal from the middle, bottom, top. You can deal in clumps, and they will stop right there. You say deal in 2 piles. Let me flip these over again to give you a better look. All the deck is face down except for these 2. They deal down just 2, and it doesn't matter how many cards they deal down. Just at the end, they will always deal down these 2 cards. Of course, they would be face down, but I'm just showing you face up. Alright, so, and then you just put them right here. You do the whole recap thing, and you show those 2 cards that they chose. Then you show your predictions. And that is the trick. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Remember to check out 17 Magic Kid's channel. He's got some cool stuff on there. And if you haven't noticed, I got him sort of into magic. First time I met him, I showed him a couple tricks, and instantly he got hooked on them. And he loves magic, and yeah, pretty much I got him started. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.